Hi Pisces, this will be your reading for the first half of September. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to take a look at love first, and then we will look at career and workplace and things like that. So right now I'm going to take a look at who you're dealing with romantically and kind of see where they're at, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's look at them. And Pisces, who is Pisces dealing with romantically? Where are they? Feel. Highest and clearest information, please. Yeah. I wanted to say, too, before I started this reading, the Chariot card kind of flew out. So that's a card of victory sometimes. But we'll kind of look at that and see how that, if that's going to play out here. Okay. Okay. Ooh, all right. Heavy. Okay. So it's weird. This person, it's like they want to get something started with you, but they're just not coming forward right now. It's like I feel like they want to, and it's almost kind of like they're waiting for you almost. You know, they're kind of like, you know, I'm over here, you know, and I want this, and oh my God, all of a sudden I just think you're like so great and all that, but it's like they're maybe they're kind of like an introvert or something, so they don't like know how. I don't know. I mean, I would think by now, like the people that watch my videos are probably of my age range ish. I mean, I don't think this seems more like this would be somebody who hasn't really had much experience yet or something like that, and dealing with people, that just seems kind of odd. But that's kind of the impression I get. How they feel towards you. I do. I just feel like this person is like, with the struggle card and the mountain, it's like this is such a hurdle for them to do, and this card bothers me. It's the Way of the Cross is what it's called. Okay, it's actually the 10 of swords. Yeah, wow, I just realized that. So it's like that's like an ending, but it's just. It's weird. Like, I don't know. I get like really weird energy from this person. And I don't mean to offend anybody, cross-watching or anything like that. But I almost feel like this is somebody who has not much confidence, in themselves. And it's like they wanted to start something, but it's like they're just struggling with something so hard right now. Like maybe it's like mental stuff, mental depression, I don't know, things. Something is just too big a hurdle for them. And it's like they would rather, it's like I get a martyr complex a little bit from this, they would rather like kill this off than like climb the mountain, really, and do what needs to be done. Now, I don't know if that's a bad thing. I could be completely wrong on that too. And my God, cross watchers, this is not for all of you, okay? Because I can see that now. But this could be also too, it could be third party. Maybe that's what I'm looking at. Maybe this person, in that case, this could be a good thing. This person could have been wanting to start something with someone. Maybe they were like, thinking of communicating or reaching out or something like that. But then they put a kibosh on it and decided, no, not going to do that. Too big an issue, too big of hurdles, I'll stay true, all that. Although I got to be honest, that's kind of not what I feel is the situation. So let me look at where you're at and let me kind of put this together. All right, so where's Pisces at with this? Where is Pisces dealing with all this? How do they stand with this romantically? Romantically, Pisces. Highest and clearest information, please. Sorry, I'm not feeling it yet. Highest and clearest for Pisces. There it is. Okay. Yes. Well, something's just not getting off the ground here with you guys. What is up? And the 3 of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. So, maybe this was a third party thing, on somebody's side. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be getting any ground here at all. There was a possibility. You both have ones in your, sector. you know, of like beginning, like something beginning, you know, but it's like, this is making you sad, you know, because it's like, I think this is an example of, you know, maybe you found out this person was committed or something like that, or maybe this person has something wrong too, and like just found out, and now that's like kind of hindered the relationship, and it's just too much for you, and it's not, you know, it's like what could have maybe started off to be something isn't going to, because it just, I don't know, there's something big here that had potential, but it's not. It's, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, as far as the way you feel towards them, and it very well could be like some sort of marriage involved here too. That could be, you know, definitely. You know, you have the Lover's card, you have the Queen of Coin. When I see the Queen of Coin, a lot of times in a reading, in a love reading, I always tend to think of that as like the wife at home. You know, like if I'm doing a reading, like whether it be a personal reading or like a general reading, and I'm seeing like third party stuff like all over it, the Queen of Coin will come out a lot, because that's usually like the wife at home, you know, and she's like the stable one, the secure one, the one that the person knows they can always go to. And I hate to say wife, you know, of course it can be a husband or whatever, but generally I'm one of those readers that read cards as they are, you know, so it's like if it's a woman figure, I'm, you know, sure, it's a general reading. It would be smart of me to say, well, maybe that's a man, but to me, it's a woman, you know, so whatever, you know, but I just feel like this is, just not getting off the ground, guys. I don't know how to put it any other way. And, you know, your outcome is a 9 of Coin, which is kind of a single card. You know, it's a card of remaining single or backing off from the situation, one or the other, because you're okay. You're okay with this, you know. I feel them having the harder time with this whole scenario than you. So for Pisces, you know, I feel like you're okay. Got an ace here again, a little bit ways down the deck, so I'm not convinced this is over, whatever this is. And you know, there might be something to this. It's very weird. Honestly, in all of my readings of tarot, and I'm not saying this is the weirdest reading I've ever had, because it's certainly not, but it's very unconventional. You know, that I will just say that, you know, and I'm not getting it, but there's just some reason this is not getting off the ground, guys. So, and my suspicion, not my intuition, my suspicion is telling me this has something to do with a third party, and it's just not the right time. So, you know, I'll leave it at that. And that could be them, you know, being involved in something, you know, and, you know, that could be, or this person is just so different, you know, than you, that it's like you're attracted to them, like physically, but it's, and you kind of want to go forward, you know, and you're okay with the things, maybe, you know, that could be too. Maybe you're okay with whatever this person is going through and all of that, because you're still attracted to them. You know, that could be, maybe you want to mother them in some way too, you know, be that, you know, I could see that, you know, Pisces, you guys are very giving, you're very caring, all of those things. That could be, but there's just something like that's making you sad about the situation, and I just don't see it kind of right now, at least in this time frame of this reading, which is the first half of September. I just don't see anything getting off the ground here. So, okay, I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to look at workplace and career for Pisces. Okay, see what's going on with that. For sign of Pisces, please, for the first half of September. The highest and clearest insight, please, for the workplace, career, things like that, for the sign of Pisces. Pisces. Interesting. Wow. Oh, Pisces, what is going on this month? Wow, and very weird. Okay. So some of your cards came out from this, and this is a completely different deck, you know, that were in your other reading. So maybe some of this ties in together. The other thing I was going to say real quick too, I know we're onto the career reading now, but I was thinking too that I should mention, with the Ten of Swords and that person's energy reading, again, I just want to remind you this is temporary energy. So that does not necessarily mean that this will never get off the ground or that it is like the end of all, like the relationship or anything like that. Because, the Ten of Swords is like not much life left in something, but it's also a reading for September 1st to the 15th. So yes, they might be done at that point, but then change their mind down the road, so I don't want to give you too much false hope because I see some issues with this thing from the get-go, and I'm sorry I'm still on the love reading, but I just felt like I should get that stuff out to you and, to let you know that. All right, so now on to the career reading. A really strange, there's something about movement here, like moving or travel or something like that, that is like sort of like a betrayal to you. I don't understand why that would be, but maybe just a crazy energy for you guys this month. I just feel like it's just sort of a little bit all over the place. So you guys, what my guess is that maybe this is one of those months that we all dread, but they happen. And believe me, I've had a couple this year that were like this, where it's just like, really, can there be any more, happening, but then it clears out and makes way for things down the road. Although I know that's trite and whatever to say, but it is, I just went through some similar energies like this not that long ago. And now things are starting, to perk up and stuff like that. But, this kind of looks like that kind of month, maybe for some of you, not all of you, But there's something right here in the center with this like travel and like trying to move away from something that like really like broke your heart or betrayed you or just didn't feel good, whatever it was. So it's either you metaphorically trying to move away from it, or it's literally like having to move and you're not feeling good about that. Maybe you have to leave a job because you have to move because of your partner or something like that. Whatever it may be. At the foundation here, there's like lots of options. There's lots of like ideas of things, and the good thing is from all of this, I do feel like you will come up with a good solid plan. I do like that. So I do feel like you're moving away from this energy, but we've got some other interesting things coming up. So, but from this, I do feel like you're going to at some point during that time frame be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I've got this going on. I got that going on. I could do this. I could do that. There's this. Oh my God, it's way too much. But then like something kind of comes clear to you. And it's like, okay, let me just go back to the basics and be practical and all of those types of things. And then like you feel a little bit more in control of things. So that's really good. You have the King of Cups coming in the near future. This could be a boss. It could be you kind of being boss. That could be. You have lots of travel cards, like a lot. You have 3 different travel cards. Okay, so the King of Cups is most likely some sort of, higher up that maybe wants to interview or talk to you about a job or something like that. With the Devil card here, I see that commonly in career and workplace readings as like this is probably a very large organization. It would be one that, and it's not like they're ruled by the devil or anything like that, but it's just, to me, it's like they just kind of look at their workers as, workers. And it's not like the nice, close family office vibe, it's the, feeling chained to crap and it's like the same corporate bullshit kind of stuff. All right. So I kind of feel like that's coming in. Like maybe you're going to be a part of that. Maybe you're going to be made a leader in, within this company or this organization or something like that. That could be, I do have Justice card here and Ace of Swords. These are also 2 legal type cards. They refer to legal issues many times. So if you're going through something legal, these are probably in your favor, but not yet. That would probably be more towards the end of September. If it's not anything to do with legal issues, then something will probably balance out in your favor with this whole situation, but not right now. Like it's going to be later, okay? I see right now, though, you're not very happy, with the 9 of Wands. This is like, oh my God, it's, can I do any more work, or can you guys do anything else to me, that kind of energy. And it's like, you're just so over it and done, and you've been through the ringer, and it's just a lot. You're still standing because you're strong and all that, but it's like, how much more can you take, kind of thing. Well, yeah, you know, we'll see how that goes. And you can take, because you do have options, and you know that. You know you have other options. You're just kind of wanting to be practical right now and stay with the tried and true, you know. So whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Now, coming towards you is something like moving away from you. So that's really interesting. And again, a travel card. So let me look at that real quick. It seems almost like somebody like turning their back on you. And that could be what this betrayal is about. Maybe somebody's leaving from your job that you really like and trust or something like that. And it's like, feels like a betrayal to you. That could be too. Or somebody wasn't honest with you and like, you know, went behind your back and did something. That could be as well. And they like just turn their back on like your friendship, you know, your work friendship or whatever, and did something. So that could be. Okay. Competition. This person's very competitive, you know, or this is a very competitive field you're trying to enter into. I'm not sure. I get, again, large organizations with this, and I just feel like there's just some sort of betrayal here where somebody has just turned their back on you, you know, for a better placement. That's what I feel. Like they've purposely turned their back on you to advance themselves. Okay, so let me see what the Eight of Wands is, because you do have some news coming in here, or travel, because it's a travel card also. Let's see what's coming in with the Eight of Wands. What is the Eight of Wands here? The Judgment card. Now, remember how I said Justice and the Ace of Swords were at the bottom of the deck? Here's the deal. Whatever this is, whatever this person has done, or whatever this is that has betrayed you or made you feel this way, it's like you have the Judgment card. All right, that works in your favor. So I feel like whatever this is, it's going to come around again, and the justice is going to be served in that way. It's like, especially with that Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is a mighty truth, okay? And that, again, works for your favor on your side. This is your reading. So it's like, I just totally feel like whatever this is, this betrayal or whatever, there's going to be judgment passed about this, and it's going to be in your favor. The truth is going to come out with the Ace of Swords. Although those cards did not come out in the reading, they are a little bit more in the future of what could happen, but I believe they will. It's just not in this time period. All right. And with justice on your side, you know, I think this is good. I think you're going to be back to work. And yeah, and here's the Hierophant is here too to kind of bless this whole situation, oversee it. It's also, again, large organizations, and you kind of working hard at your skill and your craft and all of that kind of stuff. Now it's not the Devil card, it's the Hierophant. So whereas, you know, it's kind of like now this is a little bit higher, you know, feeling, you know, like more purpose and things like that. So I feel really good that that this is going to work out in the long run, but it sure is going to be hard, you know, with this betrayal card. So very interesting. I'm sorry, one moment. I'm at the end of my videos, so now my throat's getting dry. So I'm going to end it there anyway. So very interesting reading, Pisces. And just, you know, keep it together this month. I think it's going to be a weird month for you guys, but it's like for a reason. A lot of things are going to need to transition and change and all that kind of stuff to put you in some better positioning. So just hang in there and stick with it and all those good things. If you like this, please subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. All my information is at the bottom of the video. And I will see you guys for the second part of September, you know, around midway. All right. Thanks, guys, and bye.